Hello, my lovelies. I'm in my little teddy bear outfit. Yeah, it's winter here in Wales, so I don't like having the heating on all the time. So I wish I knew a little bit more about technology. I'm not sure how to post directly to YouTube, which is what I was trying to do. Um, I like YouTube because it runs down with all my videos quite easily. And I suppose Instagram does the same thing. So I intend to post quite often. It takes a bit of guts because here I am, this little old lady, 69 years old, but or 69 years young, as some would say. I I'm a bit disappointed how people, they sort of do um, the raw food diet for a number of years, and then they start saying it doesn't work, and that especially for people my age. So it's worked for me. It's worked for me for the last 10 years, but I have had to tweak. I've had to add supplements back in for my blood test to be very near perfect. And also, a friend actually said to me that a friend that I was at the UK Fruit Festival with last year said she had also noticed the shuddering, that my head was shuddering. And so that's my stepson that said it, and my friend. So I can't. Some people would say, "Oh, just ignore it." Look at you. You go into the gym. Like, I go out 7 times a week to do some form of exercise. I run 10K a week. I use the weight machines 3 times a week, and I do at least 5 classes. So I'm always doing something regarding my health, and you won't catch me on sitting on the settee all the time. I'll be sitting on the floor a lot of the time, and making sure that every day I can kneel down on the floor and get back up off the floor, or I'm always doing something to keep the ability to keep doing it, if that makes sense. So while I was away, I just come back from Glasgow, really good talks, and I was one of the speakers. Ronnie put this event on. There wasn't many there, but it was a nice experience. It was a nice crowd. I was able to speak with everybody in the room, and able to show them the abilities that I have because of being of changing my diet. My diet and my water came first, and I went to Glasgow with a backpack and a bag, and the backpack was quite a heavy backpack, and I managed to actually do it. So for me now, I'm always evolving, even though I'm in my latter years. I'm always evolving in what I'm actually doing. So I'm eating 2 meals a day, and what they're saying. So I'm eating fruit for lunch, salad for dinner, and what like long term um, vegans or people like myself are saying it is that we should be growing our own food, and that's not possible for me. And it's never really been possible for me. I planted um, 16 fruit trees in when I lived in Spain on the mountain, and none of them thrived. So it's not possible. And am I going to not do the fruitarian diet because it's not possible for me to grow my own food? Am I not reaping the rewards from going to the supermarket? Yes, I'm reaping the rewards. I go to the supermarket, I buy my fruit and vegetables from the supermarket, and I um, if I can buy organic, which is very rare, I'll buy organic. But if not, most of the fruits that I eat have to be peeled. And I think And also doing it the way I'm doing it, I've reversed all my illnesses. You know, I did a post before this because I don't want you to quote me I did my blood pressure perfect. I did my oxygen levels perfect. I'm at the max for my oxygen levels. So I've also written the book because I do breath work. I don't just eat the diet. I don't just eat fruit, vegetables, nuts and seeds raw. I do the diet. I do other things as well. It's an accumulation of all different things. And so going back to the fact that my head was shuddering, my inside, it didn't feel very nice. So what was happening? Was I going to get Alzheimer's? Was I going to get Parkinson's? I don't know. But all I did was changed for the homocysteine. I just changed. I added in a homocysteine lowering supplement, which is B2, don't quote me, B2, B6, B9, folic acid, TCB, or whatever it is. And it's lowered my homocysteine level. Now, did lowering my homocysteine level stop the shuddering? We all talk and go like that. So, but it wasn't that. It was actually like I could feel a shuddering. So I put my homocysteine levels to rights, and then I decided, all right, they say cholesterol, we shouldn't have to worry, we shouldn't worry about cholesterol. And mine is like just over the English range now because I did my cholesterol in England. And did you know that they advise us to drink water for up to 2 hours before doing a blood test for cholesterol? I never knew that, so I've always gone fasted for 16 hours before I've gone to have any blood test. But apparently we can drink water up until a blood test. So that's something different that I did. And it's also something different that I'm doing because I noticed that at one stage, not drinking any water, my GABA filtration, my kidney values were still at their max of 90. But then I slowly saw a decline in that. So and also using a machine at the gym, a really expensive machine, it shows the water content in my body and my bones and that. So if I drink, and I find it hard, I must admit, I haven't drunk a litre today, and I will be stopping drinking in about 10 minutes. I'll stop drinking because I need at least an hour before I eat my meal to have stopped drinking. So, and I drink distilled water. So today, because I've been out and about, I've only drunk just over a litre. My aim is to drink 1.5 litres. And when I drink 1.5 litres, my water content in my body and my visceral fat are starting to correct themselves. I can't believe that I'm sitting here and I'm not that intelligent, but I'm able to work out what I need to do for my body, for my blood tests, for my heart to be in range. I haven't actually got to do anything for my heart because I think eating the natural diet of fruit, vegetables, nuts and seeds raw has done it for me. So I haven't got to worry about that, thank God. But other things I've had to worry about, and now they're in range. So eventually I really do want to get somebody to write a book for me if they stay in range. But I've still got a little bit of homework to do because I added, and this is why I'm not calling myself a raw vegan anymore. I'm plant-based because I added Patrick Holford's omega-3 supplement into what I'm doing. And I take 2 of those a day with my meal. And I also use Udo's oil. I put, because I don't make much of a dressing, I just I just put the Udo's oil, a little bit of natural coconut vinegar, and like the Udo's oil has got omega-3, alpha liquid acid, omega-6, of which linxolinic acid, omega-9, and it's in the right ratio, and it's made from plants, and they're the things that I needed to lower my triglycerides, and they're lower. But I've done one other thing, which was silly really, but it happened by chance. I always have almond butter as my dressing. I have done for a long, long time, not for the 10 years that my triglycerides have been high. But a couple of months ago, they stopped selling the one that I actually use, so I stopped using it. Is that why my triglycerides have come into range? But all I know, so I'm introducing raw tahini back in a little bit into the diet, so that because I like it, I like making a dressing with it. But I haven't had to, I was worried sick the whole time I was taking the omega-3 supplement and the ultimate Udo's oil, ultimate blend. I was thinking, am I raising, because they say, oh, you know, in the raw vegan movement, they say, oh, we shouldn't have, we should get our oil from avocado, nuts and seeds. Well, this recommends 2 tablespoons a day. I only took 1 tablespoon because I do still have a handful of nuts, different nuts or seeds with the different omega-3, 6, 9. Avocado hasn't got a good ratio in it, but I still have had avocado now and again. But I do still now keep my fat very low. So I've gone on for 12 minutes here. I'd love some feedback on what I actually post. Is it worth me posting? Is anybody interested in me posting? It's very, very lonely sitting here talking to you when I don't get, you know, like if you listen to my video, I don't want to earn money out of anything, but if you listen to my video, please give me a thumbs up, you know, or a thumbs down that you've listened, at least listened to it, so I know, and I also will know what content to post. But I've got slim, you know, I've got a fabulous body. All right, I'm aging, I'm still getting wrinkles, but I haven't got any wrinkles there. I've got them here and round my neck. And yes, I'm aging, but I'm still able to. I think Ronnie, who's the organiser of the UK Fruit Festival, was very surprised when we spent a morning at the gym at what I was able to do for my 69 years. And this is what I'm aiming for going forward. But at the same time, I want to be able to have my blood tests in order so that the doctors can't say that I'm doing it wrong and that I'm going to decline in another. You know, I'm lucky to be here. I would have been dead now if I wasn't doing what I'm doing. But I will end on this note. I'm less than 1% of the population that actually does this diet. Who knows if my diet is correct? Plant-based might be the answer with, so Patrick Holford, I'm really touting him at the moment because it's his recommendations that's lowered everything for me, that's got everything back in range. And maybe if you can't do if you want to have the perfect body, never worry about putting weight on again once you lose it, bringing your cholesterol and everything into range, then maybe follow Patrick Holford. He recommends cooked food. I'll never go back to cooked food. Sometimes my brother, like at the minute, I've just bought organic mushrooms, really nice mushrooms. Now, if you went the Nature's Cure route, they wouldn't have mushrooms. But sometimes he brings me some steamed mushrooms down. Last week, I let him bring me just 2 sprouts down, you know, Brussels sprouts down. And I won't be doing that again. I ate them, enjoyed them, but in the gym the next day, boy, if anybody was standing behind me, I never get nasty, smelly flatulence, but I was in the gym and I was getting flatulence, so thereby I rest my case. I'm better off sticking to raw sprouts. I do a lot of raw seeded sprouts now, 7 different ones. They don't give me any flatulence. Anyway, I've done 15 minutes. I never want to earn a living out of what I'm doing. All I want, I've won the health lottery, or I feel I've won the health lottery, and I don't feel it's fair for me to keep it to myself. I want other people to benefit from what I've done. And remember, I've come from a triple heart bypass, arthritis, vertigo. You can see the arthritis in my knuckles, but it's not got any worse. It's on a back burner. I can run, jump, do whatever I want to do, get down on my knees, get back up. That's all I'm aiming to do, and be perfect up until the time that I go on to my next life. So love you all. Bye.